Hello, this is Josiah from ADT875. So today I'm going to show you the heating and cooling speed of ADT875, 155 model, and 350 model. So currently I have three devices here. So this one is the A75 155. So the current temperature is 15 degrees C. Um, this one is the A75 350 model. Because the room temperature is 23 degrees C and 350 is a high temperature dry well, so it cannot reach a temperature below the room temperature. So the current temperature is about 23 degrees C. And this one is the 1210 ultra high temperature dry well. We did several tests before this video, so now it's stuck at the 46 degrees C something. So never mind. Um, so we shall start to heat up the dry well from current temperature to 100 degrees C, and then you will see how fast these two can be. Okay, so 100. Okay, 100. Okay, so it's heating up. Same thing. Just give it a few minutes. So basically, the 155 model, this one, this one, uh, will be much faster than the 350 and 1210 for the range around 100 degrees C, because the heating and cooling module inside this one is definitely much faster than this one. But the problem is this one cannot reach higher temperature. The best, or we can say the highest temperature this one can reach is only 155 degrees C. But if your application is just about 100 degrees C to 120 degrees C, then 155 should be much better because this one is much faster. So you can see now it is 41 degrees C already. This one is still around 25 degrees C. Okay. So we just need to give them more minute. Now it's 56, 57. This one is 31, 32. So the heating system of this one is actually the Peltier element. So it's definitely driven by the current, and this is much faster than this one because this one uses the heating rods. Heating rods can go higher temperature, but it's slower than the uh, Peltier element right here. Okay, so this is why we recommend A75 155 model for your application. So as you can see here, it's 90 something. This one is about 59, 60 degrees C something. And now it's 91, 30, 40 something. And the heating speed is going down because um, the current temperature is pretty close to the target point. So we need to slow down and reach the target and get stable. And this one's like 85, 86. Now this one is about 99.99. It's 100 degrees C. And this one's about 94.2 per 3. Okay, so the 155 model is definitely much faster. If your application is just about 100 degrees C, okay. So we just need to give more minutes until it reaches stable, and then you will see uh, the value turns to green. Okay. Now it's 96 right here. Yeah, the 155 gets stable already. This one is 96.5. And for this 12-pin model, okay, because when we designed it, we actually focus on the ultra high temperature, like 700 degrees C to 1200 degrees C area. So this one probably is not the best solution for 100 degrees C area, okay? And also, I think 155 and 350 is much cheaper, okay? Um, yeah, this one is reached 100 degrees C and get stable already. And this one probably need a few seconds. Now it's 97, 98. So now it's 99.8. Now it's 100.1. And because of the algorithm, so it's a little bit overshoot, but system is still control it. Okay, now it's um, the 350 model reached stable as well. Okay, yep. So the next thing we need to do is set up both two targets to 120 degrees C. Okay, 120. 120. Okay. Okay, so the 155 model now has reached uh, 1 120 degrees C already. Okay, and this one is about 117.9, 118 degrees C. Okay, this one gets stable already. This one pretty close. Okay, so this one reached stable as well. Okay, so the next step that would be the cooling speed testing. Okay, so let's set both to 100 degrees C. So the 155, as you know, use the peltier element as the heating and cooling module. So the 351 is actually use the fan on the bottom to cool down the system. So in this way, peltier element is definitely much faster than the fan system. So as you can see now, it's 110 already. This one is about still 119 degrees C. All right. So the 155 model is now is stable. And this one need a bit more time. So now the 350 model is stable. Okay, so next point that would be 50 degrees C. Okay. So now, now I want to introduce the PC board of the 155 and also the 350. So as you can see from here, we have two channels, channel 1 and channel 2, and also one port for the external reference. That's the SPRD Pro. Okay. We have a thermocouple for channel 1 and thermocouple 2 for channel 2. Okay. So this PC board can test resistor, RTD, thermocouple, transmitter, and switch on channel 1. Channel 2, that will be resistor, thermocouple. Okay. And also the switch, okay. So the actual reference is actually an SPRT, 4-wire SPRT. but we did something different. We use a smart connector right here, and also we have a smart connector on the external probe. Okay, so with that probe, we have a smart chip inside of the connector. So all the temperature coefficients, like the A1, A4, B4, A5, B5, or something, that's what we call the SPRT temperature coefficient. That will be saved in the smart chip of the smart connector. In this way, the customer, they don't have to input those really complicated temperature coefficients manually. They just need to plug in the smart connector, and the driver will read that probe automatically. Okay, so you don't need to do anything on the driver. You just need to plug in, and then the driver will read the external probe. This is a definitely very, very useful feature comparing with other brands. Okay, so yeah, so this is the PC board. We have two channels, so you can have two DUTs be tested at the same time. Okay. All right. So let's see. This one is about 50.6.4 already. This one is about 79 something. So in this way, if your application is really around 100 degrees C or 120 degrees C or something doesn't exceed 155 degrees C, then A75 155 is definitely the best solution for you, because this one is much, much faster than any other model. Okay. But if your application range is about, for example, 100 degrees C, 200 degrees C, or even 300 degrees C, then A75 350 or even A75 660 model, that'll be the solution for you. 1210 model, this one, is definitely good for ultra high temperature, like 700 degrees C to 1200 degrees C calibration. Okay, so in the lower range, for example, 100 degrees C to 600 degrees C, this one is slower than the A75 660 or 350 model. Okay, so in this case, we really recommend to get the A75 155 model, this one. Okay, so now this one is stable already. Okay, this one is still at 66 degrees C something. Okay, so this is the ADT875 155 model. The range is -40 to 155 degrees C. This one is A75 350 model. The temperature range is 33 or room temperature to 350 degrees C. Okay, and also we have another model, 660 model. That will be room temperature to 660 degrees C. This one is the ultra high dry well from 100 degrees C to 1210 degrees C. Okay. All right, so that's it. Thank you so much.